Good morning and welcome to Mitch's Music. This morning, I'm doing the first video in a series that I'm calling Do You Really Have to Learn That? And so I'm going to take some of the beliefs of the standard way of learning and talk about whether or not you really need to learn that based on the style of music you want to learn, the goals that you have set out for your songs. With most of these things, we probably will eventually get to learning them. So this video is about open chords. So you probably will eventually hit a song that needs open chords, but maybe you don't have to start there. A lot of people use open chords as a great start, and it almost seems counterintuitive to start with um, bar chords, power chords, or things like that. But if your song that in your style of music um, uses those chords more often, then this might be a better place for you to start. There are some other considerations too, depending on your instrument. So let's just talk through it and talk about some of the ways that skipping open chords and learning power chords first might help you, and some of the styles of music that I think this would most closely fit well with. And so, guys, I am, before we get started, I am working on creating a couple of things on my site. And one of the things that I have done recently is get all of my tabs on there from my YouTube channel, and I've made it searchable so you can search by artist or song or category. So go ahead, head over to mitchgissendeiner.com and check that out. The other thing that I'm really working on right now is I want to know exactly what you guys would like to learn. And so I've got a survey. If you take a second and fill it out, you don't have to give me your email. The email is there, but you can leave it blank if you don't want to give me your email. But if you do, then I'm going to send you some updates and give you some free coupons for some things that are coming up a little bit later. So check that survey out. Like I said, don't have to leave your email if you don't want to. And I just want to kind of know where you are as a guitarist, what equipment you're using, and then some songs that you'd like to do. And I'm sure, I promise you that you will see the songs that you've requested in the next couple of weeks. So let's get started with this video. So open chords, it's the standard go-to for what everybody's learning. So what if it is a hindrance at times? And it could be, depending on your style of music. So if you like punk rock, if you're a Rancid fan, a NoFX fan, Real Big Fish, if you like a style of music that uses more bar chords and more power chords than open chords, you're wasting your time in a way learning open chords first. So what does that look like? So if your song, your music sounds more like this, if it's more like that, then you're probably going to benefit from learning power chords, bar chords first. And a lot of people go with open chords first, mainly because it takes a little bit less finger strength. So let's talk a little bit about how you can skip those things. So like another style of music, most modern music in general, from pop to rock, you could get by with starting with power chords and bar chords. Um, With most of these styles of music that would fit in this category, notice I'm not playing very many strings here. I'm just playing 2 strings at a time. So, a easy way to start with power chords and bar chords is to just start with 1 string. Just get used to moving around with that 1 string. So, all I'm doing is I'm just gonna move. And I use my pinky a lot now for this, but you don't have to. A lot of people start with their 3rd finger. When I'm playing 2 notes, I use my pinky. When I'm playing more than 1 note in the bar chord, which if you're watching this video, you're probably not going to want to play all of the notes of the bar chord. You're probably going to want to stick with just a couple of notes right now. And as your finger strength gets a little bit better, you can add the other fingers to it. I'm going to do a whole video on bar chords and how they work a little bit later. But if your style is in the punk genre, in most of the rock genre, if it doesn't have a lot of picking in it, so if it's not doing like, so if it's doing that, then yeah, it's probably worth your while to learn some open chords. But like I said, if you're learning country and you want your first song to be Dust on the Bottle, bar chords. You can learn it with bar chords pretty easy, pretty just get started. Like I said, just start with 1 finger. And then just add the other finger later. So to play these bar chords, all you're doing is you're skipping a fret. So you're playing either the A string or the E string. So if I'm playing the A string for this particular chord, I'm playing a B right now. For this particular chord, I'm on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then I'm going to play the 4th fret of the D string, and it just kind of moves around like that. And you just kind of keep that position and move around. But if you're having a hard time doing that, and what's great about this type of chord is it will when you're playing it, it will most likely mute these other strings, and so you're not going to get a terrible sound when you're playing. It's going to be much easier to just hit only those strings that you need. So style of music plays a big part in skipping open chords and moving straight into bar chords. And if you're into modern rock, modern pop, modern like even punk, some metal, you can totally skip the step of learning open chords. The other way I would probably skip open chords is, and especially open chords and strumming, is if your guitar that you have is not an acoustic guitar. If you're learning on an electric, one of the worst things in the world, and it will probably I don't know, part of it is just enjoying to play the guitar. And something about playing an electric guitar with open chords and strumming like this is just not very fun. And so if you fall into any of those categories, you like punk rock, you like rock, that especially the faster kind that's not using picking, if you like metal, if you like modern music, then you are a candidate for skipping open chords and going straight into bar chords. Now, you might eventually come back around to these a little bit later, but the point is to find something that you enjoy, to start learning the songs that you want to learn right now. So if the songs that you want to learn fit into any of those categories, or you have an electric guitar, and it might benefit from starting with that style, a little bit earlier on to make practicing a little bit more enjoyable, then skipping open chords is a great way for you to get started. I've got several videos out there, and I'll go back and link them in the description below. I've got several videos out there that talk about how to get started learning the notes on the guitar so that you can learn the frets, where the notes are on the frets. Go to a place like Ultimate Guitar or my site, search the tab, and then, like I had referenced before, just slowly starting with one finger and then adding that other finger. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you think a little bit about whether or not you really need to start with open chords. And I hope that if you're watching this video, I've given you permission, or at least the thought, to look into moving in a different direction. Part of what I've wanted to do with these courses and these videos that I have on YouTube is to help you have a more streamlined, easy, straightforward approach to learning guitar. And if there's a way for you to skip a step, that's definitely what I would prefer you to do. I am a candidate. I fully believe in just-in-time learning exactly what you need to know for your goals at the time. So start out by getting your goal, and then learn only the skills that you need to meet that goal at that time. And then when you pick the next song, learn a little bit of a different skill if it needs it. You may find yourself only using power chords and bar chords for a year and only getting to open chords 3 or 4 years in your journey, and that's fine. Your journey is going to look different than everybody else's journey. So if you have any questions about this video, leave those in the comments below. If you disagree with me, leave those in the comments below. And I hope I see you guys in the next video. Believe it or not, tomorrow we are going to talk about more open chords, because that's what I've been doing over the past couple of days. So if you are interested in learning open chords, then check with me tomorrow and I'll show you a new key. Have a great day.